Welcome back, book buddies. Let's read another book from the Marvel Advent Calendar. Let's open Day 20. Reptile Rampage. Day 20. Reptile Rampage. Dr. Curtis Connors, also known as the Lizard, was in trouble. Peter Parker knew it as soon as he saw all the pictures of the lizard splashing across the front page of the Daily Bugle. Peter also knew that his boss, J. Jonah Jameson, would be mad that Peter hadn't delivered exclusive pictures of the lizard. As soon as Peter walked into the Daily Bugle, J. Jonah Jameson called him into his office. "Parker, the lizard is on the loose, and I need pictures," he demanded. "I want a shot for the front page, and I also want a picture of Spider-Man fighting the lizard." "I'm your man. I'll get you those shots," Peter told his boss. Meanwhile, Dr. Connor's wife, Martha, was very upset. She had noticed her husband mixing up a strange formula earlier that week. She knew that he was trying to create a serum that would help him grow back his missing arm. But she also knew that it came with a serious side effect. It turned Dr. Connors into an evil villain called the Lizard. Spider-Man found Martha Connors sitting on her porch, looking at a picture of her husband. "I wish he didn't care about growing back that arm," she said, looking at Spider-Man with concern. "Don't worry, I'll find him," Spidey reassured her. "Please hurry," Mrs. Connors said. "You need to bring him to the lab and feed him the antidote." "Got it. He won't be a lawless lizard much longer. He'll soon be back to being good old Dr. Connors." Spidey searched New York City high and low. Finally, he spotted the lizard and chased him into an ice cream shop, hoping to lock the cold-blooded beast in a freezer to diminish his strength. Unfortunately for Peter, the lizard escaped. "I'm not a fan of frozen treats," the lizard hissed at Spidey. "If you try to run from me, you're gonna be on a rocky road," Spidey taunted. The lizard stomped through the streets, leaving a trail of destruction, crashing car windows and damaging shop fronts. Spider-Man followed the lizard as he scaled the side of the building where Dr. Connors kept his lab. "Once you go in there, I can promise you're not coming out," Spidey called to the angry beast. The lizard tried to knock Spidey down with his powerful tail, and his roars echoed through the city. People came out from the surrounding buildings and crowded around to see the excitement. Spider-Man was going to save the day. Spider-Man found a window to climb through and made his way into the lab, grabbing the antidote. Suddenly, the lizard crashed through the door, followed by a group of angry reptiles. The lizard had given them something that let him completely control their minds. They were ready to attack. Spider-Man looked at his left and saw a giant snake slithering towards him. "Yikes!" Spider-Man shouted as the monstrous snake coiled itself around his leg. Spidey quickly fired webs at the lizard as more and more reptiles began to attack. The lizard dodged Spider-Man's webs and swung his enormous tail. Spidey flew through the air, crashing straight into a lab table. But Spider-Man kept firing his webs as he struggled to fight both the lizard and the cold-blooded fiends. Spider-Man was in full battle mode with the reptiles when the lizard threw a desk at him. "Whoa, bad lizard," Spidey called out. "Dr. Connors, do you realize what you are doing? You have to stop the lizard." But it was pointless. Dr. Connors had no control once the lizard was unleashed. There was no use reasoning with a monster. As they thought, Spidey paused to locate the antidote. The lizard used his opportunity to unleash his final attack. He ordered the reptiles to hold Spidey down, then struck the web slinger over and over. Spider-Man fought back hard, making sure not to bump into the antidote. Finally, Spidey broke free, made a grab for the antidote, and poured it into the lizard's open jaws. Within seconds, the lizard began to morph until he slowly became Dr. Connors again. Spider-Man was relieved to see the doctor's familiar face. "Well, what happened?" Dr. Connors asked in a daze. "It's a long story," Spidey sighed. Soon, Martha Connors had her husband back, and J. Jonah Jameson had his front page spread. Everyone was happy. That night, Peter came home to one of Aunt May's amazing home-cooked meals. "How was your day?" she asked. Peter didn't even know where to begin. Aunt May didn't know Peter was Spider-Man, and he certainly wasn't going to tell her about the fight with the lizard. "Don't forget to save room for dessert," Aunt May said, as Peter finished his dinner. "I picked up a tub of ice cream. Your favourite, Rocky Road." And there's Spider-Man fighting some snakes. The end. Thank you very much for joining me again today. Do come back so we can read more books together. Please like and subscribe. Bye!